Hey guys, so I'm back. So remember, Michael just stole those tennis shoes, used the buy one get one free trick, and that's where I'm left off. So I step outside and I check my watch. It's only 2 o'clock. I should head back. It's pizza night, except for some reason, I'm in no real hurry to get home. The breeze has taken the edge off the sun, and my new shoes hug a little tight, constantly reminding me that they are there. I decide to break them in by taking the long way home. I detour away from the cracked pavement that could lead me back and head north, walking in almost the opposite direction from my house. I don't know why. I'm drawn by the smell, maybe. The air is fresher up there. Trees will do that for you. After a while, I pass a string of shops specializing in junk normal people can't afford. Custom framing, a bakery just for dogs, a store that sells nothing but scrapbooking supplies. The sidewalks are made of terracotta tiles painstakingly laid out by hand. I think about the shoes I bought, nearly $200 on the price tags, $20 total to make. I paid nearly $30. Someone, somewhere, was cheated. I make another wrong turn on purpose and soon find myself in a neighborhood I've never even seen before. It looks surreal, too artificially perfect, like a paint by a number. The dogs sit docilely behind invisible fences. The lawns are all carefully manicured, and equally well-groomed kids run through sprinklers while their mothers plant marigolds in window boxes. The privacy hedges are neatly trimmed. They're only for decoration. They won't keep any masked men out. I take another random turn, relishing in the fact that I am more than a little lost. The incessant chatter in my head quieting to a dull rumble. I feel like an explorer discovering El Dorado, or a thief breaking into a high-security vault. Eventually, I come upon some community baseball diamonds. Today, they are filled with softball teams dressed in uniforms, sponsored by local butchers and banks. I figure I still have a little time, so I find a seat in the back row of some bleachers, behind a host of moms and dads and whining brothers, plucking away on their iPads and phones, only half watching the game. It feels weird sitting here, doing something so ordinary, when just last week I sat and watched a SWAT van swallow the business end of an RPG just a few miles away. Though it seems like much longer than a week from where I'm sitting now, I take an exaggerated breath of suburban air and I watch. The game is close, already the last inning, according to the chatty couple below me. I can feel the buzz even though I have never played organized sports. Forms required. The girl at the plate hunkers over, her blonde locks fanned out from her helmet, her pants crusted in dirt. She rockets a pitch deep into right field, over the heads of the opposing team, scoring the girl in third and winning the game. I clap and cheer with the rest, doing my best to blend in. Somebody's mother turns around and gives me a high five. It's uncomfortable and strangely comforting all at the same time, touching this stranger. The girl runs and leaps into her teammate's arms, triumphant. There is a moment, a perfect moment, where I sense this is how things should be. I close my eyes. Then it's over. I just sit there as the bleachers empty, the families full of siblings and tag team parents gather their daughters and deposit them in the hybrid cars. I'm alone again, and I suddenly realize I have a very long walk home, if I can even find my way. I deflate, hunched over. Then I feel a tap on my shoulder. I spin and look, and everything locks up inside me. Honey and cinnamon. Dark hair dipping just past her ears, slightly golden tinge in the sun. Blue jeans ripped at the knee. White shirt with 2 top buttons. I'm staring at an impossibility. She smiles. I must be hallucinating. The heavily oxygenated atmosphere has gone to my head, yet there she is, standing right in front of me. Come here often, she says. I'm speechless. Michael, isn't it? Yeah, I managed to squeak out. You're Viola, she says, pretending to be offended. At least I hope she's pretending. Sorry, I blurt. For a moment I thought maybe I was just imagining you. She looks at me like I'm insane, or an idiot, or both. I should convince her that I'm not insane. Just start with that. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't really, come here that often. Ever. No, not insane, just an idiot. Come here often? I play, she says, looking out over the field. I mean, I used to, before I got busy with other stuff. I still like to come cheer my friends on. Yeah, me too, I say, wondering when was the last time I cheered Zach on for anything. Probably the time I dared him to see how many marshmallows he could stick in his face, to his face. Viola's face narrows into a smirk, and I see the dimples working their way to the surface again. You're not stalking me, are you? Oh, goodness. Does she think I'm insane? Put up my hands, backtracking. No, I swear. But she makes an exaggerated production of looking around anyways, as if she expects a posse of henchmen to leap out with a dugout and kidnap her. I was just walking home, and I got turned around and stopped to watch the end of the game. I had no idea you were here. Seriously. She squints. So you expected me to believe that you just met each other again by accident? Chance occurrence, I say, shrugging. Total fluke. Dad says there's no such thing as fate. That what we ascribe to fate is just dumb luck. A fickle wind steering your ship through the ambulant seas of chaos. But I start to question if everything Dad says is true. Viola smiles and waves goodbye to some of the other girls in uniforms, all walking off with their families. Some of them wave back. Are your parents here, I ask? My dad's at work, and my mother's at a wedding. And you weren't invited? I hate weddings, she says, stuffing her hands into her back pockets of her jeans. So fake. Everything is planned, down to where people can even sit, what they can wear, what color of the bow on the toothpicks, and the little sandwiches are going to be. It's just a big illusion. The wedding? All of it, she says. Wedding, marriage, the idea that it's going to be perfect, with everybody smiling all the time. How do you really feel about it, I ask. She smirks at me. I feel like I should probably get back before my father gets home, she says. She looks over my shoulder. Is it far, I ask. A few blocks. The next part comes out without a pause, which is good because if I had stopped to think about it, I wouldn't have said it. Then I'll walk you. Viola shakes her head. She seems nervous. I'm not supposed to walk with any orphan boys with crazy dads bent over on taking over the world. Her hair falls in her face again. When she brushes it away, I look into her eyes. I can feel it coming, the urge to push just a little. It would be so easy. Just once. Nothing criminal. Just make her let me walk her home. That's all. Maybe hold her hand along the way. But I do what I think is right, the thing, and I look down at my shoes instead. Viola puts a finger under my chin, tilting me back up. But maybe I'll let you buy me a snow cone, she says. So, you used to play softball, and then you got busy with other stuff, I say, as we pass yet another playground, uncracked plastic slides, awash in primary colors, and actual swings attached to rubberized chains. I do a lot of community service, she says. You mean like helping people and stuff? The way I say it makes me look like a total jerk, I know. As if I've never entertained the idea, which isn't at all true. Only an hour ago, I helped a kid with a new pair of shoes. Viola shrugs. I like to be involved, she says. Then she points to a little shack hiding behind the playground. A large woman with a golden beehive on her head and stains under both armpits sits on a stool beside two ice shaving machines and a row of brightly colored bottles. She is wearing sunglasses. I realize I'm not. I took them off at the mall and never put them back on. I have no disguise. The menu board only has one item listed. Go ahead, I said, pointing. Get whatever you'd like, though I hear the snow cones here are to die for. She laughs again. In an instant, I wish I could capture her laughter and store it away somewhere. Little jars that I could keep on the shelf and open whenever. You first, she says. I order half cherry, half watermelon. She orders something called tiger's blood mixed with suicide, and then I suddenly feel boring. I pay, the whole amount this time, and I point to the only empty bench, taking a seat as close as I think I can without making it obvious. She offers me a bite of tiger's blood, and I have to admit it tastes much better than mine. We don't say anything for a while, just slurp syrup and crunch ice, watching the kids spiral down and crawl back up. St. Mary's used to have a playground. It wasn't much, just an old wooden swing set with 4 seats and tinfoil slide that burned the backs of your thighs in the summer. It was a piece of junk, but I still smile thinking about it. So let's have it, Viola says, snapping me out of my daydream. Have what? I don't care. Something. You know what neighborhood I live in, know I played softball. You even know my views on matrimony. All I know about you is that you're homeschooled and I'm the first girl you've ever talked to. That's not true, I say. You're just the first one who ever talked back. She crosses her arm and waits. I try to think of something interesting I can tell her, but most of the interesting things about me I probably shouldn't share. That I robbed a bank twice, that I once had my eyebrows singed off by a temperamental flamethrower that my father really thought was aimed the other way. That I am, in all likelihood, the only 13-year-old eligible for the FBI's most wanted list. That my father once built a device capable of reversing the Earth's gravitational pull within a 5-foot radius, but accidentally crushed it when both he and I smashed into the ceiling. None of those seem like first date material. And this isn't even a date, it's a chance encounter with snow cones. Finally, I think of something. I was raised by nuns. You're kidding, right? Nope, until I was 9 years old. She seems impressed, or maybe just surprised. I know, doesn't seem to fit, does it? So you haven't known your dad all your life, the enthusiastic one? Nope. But I guess I lied to you the first time. I had a lot of sisters growing up. Sister Josephine, Sister Margaret, Sister Catherine, because that's what they call the nuns. I get it. Was it like in the movies? Do they really hit you with rulers? Do they sing and dance? Only if you make them, I think to myself. They don't use rulers, they use whips. She cocks another eyebrow at me and I recant. They're really very sweet most of the time, I amend. So you must be really religious or something. Or something, I say. I try to quickly change the subject. What else? Let's see. I have green eyes. I can see that. And I like pizza. She makes a sound like a buzzer in a TV game show. She has red snow cone juice dribbling down her chin and wipes it off with the back of her hand. Try again. Everybody likes pizza. Say you like sushi or haggis or monkey brains. Don't say pizza. Pizza is boring. Okay, I hate pizza. I say I'm allergic to it. In fact, what I really like is a bald eagle egg omelet cooked in unicorn blood. She laughs. I'm not sure I can believe anything you say. That's because I'm a compulsive liar, I say. Yeah, me too. Really? No, I'm lying. I finish off the rest of my snow cone, dislodging the little gumball that is stuck in the bottom to keep it from leaking. I try to bite into it, but it's rock solid, so I spit it out and then look down on the ground where it rolls. Abraham Lincoln looks back at me. It's a penny. Want to see a magic trick? Viola turns and looks me in the eyes, and I get lost there for a moment, forgetting what I just said. Yeah, show me, she says. I nod and bend over for the coin, spinning it in my palm, a little for effect. I think about my dad's great-grandfather sinking to the bottom of the Thames River. I change my voice, make it deep and dramatic. I will now make this penny disappear. She looks at me with one raised eyebrow. I mumble some magic words and then wave my arms around. She is smiling, but I watch as her eyes trace my every move, determined to catch me in the act. But it's too late. I've got her. She blinks just once, and the coin is gone. I show her my empty palms. Where is it? She asks, reaching up, tucking a loose strand of hair behind her ear. Show me your pockets. She bends over and looks underneath the bench. It's magic, I say, with still open hands. I guess it is, she says, and applauds me with 3 claps. Then she reaches into her front pocket of her phone, which has started to buzz excitedly. My dad's home, she says, wants to know where I am. I should probably get going. We walk up the block, transitioning seamlessly from one pristine neighborhood into another. Not a single broken window. So are you going to be a magician when you grow up, she asks. I'll probably end up in sales, I say. What about you? I don't know. I mean, I used to know what I wanted to be, she says, and I press. I can't tell you. You can? You should, I say. You'll laugh at me. I won't, I promise. You will. It's so first grade. Try me. I'm going to stop there for now.